For the first time in four freaking ever, we are back for the Budweiser All-Star Series. Finally, the Greenville-Pickens Speedway welcomes us here today in Greenville, South Carolina, also known as Slapshoe's home racetrack. But welcome to the Food Lion 200 here at Greenville-Pickens Speedway for the penultimate round of Season 2 of the Budweiser All-Star Series. My name is Nicholas Koskinen, your head commentator for today's race. Let's run you through the standings. We do not have the graphic ready for it. That's become a common theme at this point. I'm speaking too quickly. But just know that Ryan Hill is leading the point standings by 101 points. He's pretty much locked up the championship at this point, unless he wrecks out. In both of these races, he's pretty much sealed the championship. Tavon Taylor, Miranda Nagayan, battling for kind of not really a big battle for second there. Paul Rivera, Tracy Bennett, Alex McCumber, those guys not very far. Actually, it's a 10-point gap between Tracy Bennett and Alex McCumber. Paul Rivera has a 97-point lead over the two of them, so the battles for first, second, third, and fourth are pretty much sealed in the standings. Tracy Bennett and Alex McCumber, the battle for fifth rages on here. Battle for 7th and 8th is still kind of alive. Garrett Rains trying to get a 7th place points finish in his rookie season. He could also potentially battle for 5th. But a lot of things will have to go right here in Greenville and upstate North and up the road in North Carolina on Friday if he wants to get that 5th place spot. Darren Claw about 45 points, about 47 points behind Garrett Rains in the standings. However, Nicholas Uffman only 2 points back from that number 7 car, and with 2 more wins as well. Josiah Smith doesn't have 10th place locked up, but if he does well today, he should be able to lock it up. However, Daniel Van Hewley also has a chance to record his best points finish of his career. And right now, he's currently sitting 11th, and he is currently about 35 points back from that 10th place spot in the point standings as it stands. Well, that being said, we already know that the points are basically basically no good at this point, and I forgot to do that. That's great. So let's go take a look at your starting order presented to you by I got the right graphics package presented to you by none other than Xfinity. Starting on pole today, Tavon Taylor. We've seen how good he can be at short tracks. Almost got a win at White Mountain recently. He is going to be on pole for today's race here in Greenville-Pickens. He starts alongside the 21 of Carter Brown, who, since that Kubota sponsorship, has just seen an extreme growth in performance in that number 21 car as late. He's still pretty inconsistent, but I think he'll be able to get it done today. He starts in second. Row 2, Paul Rivera, who already has a win this season, alongside Tracy Bennett, who just came fresh off of a win last time out in last time out in Chicagoland. Had a pretty good run there. He starts in row 2. Row 3, you got Kevin Wedge and Ryan Apt. Row 4 is going to be Alex McCumber alongside Josiah Smith. Row 5, Pasong Chetri and Brian Cox. Row 6, championship winner Ryan Hill. Thus far, he's pretty much locked up the championship. And Byron Martin. Miranda Nagayan and Julian Boone. Both of these guys pretty good on short tracks. Nicholas Uffman alongside Garrett Rains. Sheldon Gatno and Darren Claw and his Budweiser Toyota Camry. Gotta love that Budweiser Camry. Daniel Van Hewley and Pascal Daly. Drew Foster, a pretty good pretty good short track racer. He'll be starting alongside Kyle Diaz. After that, you got Jesus Gonzalez and Chase Sawyer. And then Matt Holland and Jake Wild. Both guys going to the Bud Light Series next year. And Morgan Starr and Paul Wilson will round out your top 10. Paul Wilson, I believe, making his 3rd start of the season for that Range Racing camp. He'll be starting in last today. This is the historic Greenville-Pickens Speedway. If you look all through turns 1 all the way down to the back straightaway, you can see the names of a lot of drivers that have shaped the history of this place. I believe these are track champions, although I'm not quite sure. I think they're track champions, but you can see this here. A lot of guys here with some pretty good track championships. Donnie Bishop with 6 here, it looks like. And this place reads like a freaking Wow, this looks like a NASCAR Hall of Fame list. You got Ralph Earnhardt on here. You got Jeff Hawkins. A couple of championships there, and by a couple I mean 5. David Pearson's on this list. Elmo Henderson, I know who he is. I don't know if you guys do. We have a couple on here too that I believe are on this list. Now, this wall has not been updated since 2005. Keep that in mind. But we got a lot of pretty good names on this wall. They will all be there as our drivers pass by here on the first lap. And we will have 63 laps here. I tested the 25% at the 200-mile distance, and it is not what I wanted. Way too short of a race. This should get us done in about 45 minutes. So with that being said, enough yapping. Let's take a look at Tavon Taylor's view, and let's head down to the grid for your pre-race ceremonies.
Drivers, start your engines!
That is always a nice one there. The track PA announcer getting us, our Grand Marshal getting us ready for the penultimate round. This will decide how the finale in North Wilkesboro will get us set up here. However, it's seasons like this that Ryan Hill has put together, looking to get he's got his second consecutive championship now, back-to-back championships. He's only 18 years old. And this guy is becoming, I'm hating this guy more and more the more we race these cars. But next year, coming into the sport, will be Dodge. They'll be entering a 2013 Dodge Charger into the mix next year. So we'll see if the Dodge teams, whoever decides to go Mopar Power, will shake things up a little bit. Right now, it's been Toyota domination. Green flag in the air from from Greenville-Pickens Speedway. For the Food Lion 200, presented by Slap Shoes. That is Paul Rivera down on the inside. Carter Brown riding the middle here. He'll lose that third place spot. Here comes Kevin Wedge, the Daytona winner, on the inside, trying to get his way into third place. That 72 has also shown massive improvement over the last couple of races. Kevin Wedge still holding on strong on that bottom side. He's got that 72 right where he wants it. And we forgot to turn on our graphic. It's lap number 3, 61 to go here in Greenville-Pickens. I'm sorry. Kyle Diaz back to his roots here. Unfortunately, he is toward the back of the competitive cars here. Pascal Daly also having some pretty big problems. Saw what he could do at Chicagoland Speedway a couple of races in the last race. I think it was a couple weeks since we've had a Budweiser race, but still did a really good job in that last race. Now, judging by the test races, we should expect a caution as we start to get into the final stages of the race. That's when lap cars will start to show up. Here comes Pasong Chetri on the inside. As you can see here, these cars taking this track a little bit slow. They're going about 77 miles an hour through the corners here, and I'm going to monitor Pasong's speed as we get onto the back straightaway. They don't even get past 110 miles an hour. So a very slow rolling track that's going to make it very difficult to pass here. So when these leaders do get up to the lap cars, expect a little bit of carnage here. Pasong Chetri, the young driver out of Bhutan, currently sitting in 5th place right now. Had a very good run at White Mountain. Almost won the race at White Mountain. He's shown that he is very good on these short tracks, but right now he's going to have to put all 63 laps together, try and maybe get himself his first career win and the first win of an Asian driver in this series, for a non-American or Canadian driver. Sheldon Gatno, so far the only international driver to win a race in the Budweiser All-Star Series. Ryan Hill in the faster car, his Napa Auto Pro Camry now getting past Pasong Chetri. The top 3 starting to pull away here, top 4, sorry, as Tavon Taylor has a second long lead over Paul Rivera. And it is an all-Toyota top 3. Tavon Taylor, Paul Rivera, and Kevin Wedge, your top 3 here. Carter Brown and Ryan Hill make up the rest of the top 5, and here comes Miranda Nagayan in the 8 car. We can see Passong's pace is really starting to fall off here. The 41 car, that K&N Ford, not really in a situation he wants to be in. Oh, man, almost a little bit of contact coming out of the corner there. Almost 3 wide between Drew Foster, Jesus Gonzalez, and Darren Claw, sorry. 54 to go here in Greenville-Pickens. I almost said North Wilkesboro. Again, side by side, Miranda Nagayan making the bottom lane stick here at this racetrack. We're probably not going to come back here in Season 3 with how this race is so far. I completely forgot our Season 3 schedule, so if we're coming back here yet next year, I'm going to cry. Miranda Nagayan now giving herself a little bit, I call this the Formula 1 effect here. These drivers starting to slow each other down. As a result, the guys behind them are starting to catch up. Nicholas Offelman now on the bottom side trying to get past Pasong Chetri, and Miranda Nagayan will now have a chance to get past Chetri here, and she will move into, I believe this should be 6th place. She'll be able to clear the 41. Nicholas Uffman moving up into 7th place here. We're coming about to the century mark here, 50 laps to go. And we already have lap trouble here for Tavon Taylor. Have a gander at the late model sounds that we use for the Budweiser All-Star Series. When I remember to change the sound pack, I actually remembered to change the sound pack today. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more consistent with that sound pack. And I won't forget to switch out the IFAR/MCRL sound pack. And I think we had the DSRA sound pack one time for the IFAR race. I'm not sure if we did or not, but I think I remember that. Carter Brown now fighting for position here. We also got more lap cars here. I just barely saw that out of the corner of my eye as they head down the back stretch of champions here in Greenville-Pickens. Tavon Taylor, I have a feeling he's going to move that 00 out of the way. I do not have a good feeling about this. I do not have a good feeling about this at all. This thing's faster than Tavon Taylor, faster than T-Mobile Internet right now. Holy crap. Yeah, up. He's had enough. The 00's fighting back. And here they come, staying on the bottom lane. We knew the lap cars were going to cause trouble. Kevin Wedge in an unfamiliar situation. If this was an earlier race this season, he would be the lap car. But right now, he's fighting against the lap cars. Number 72 car, the only one completing the Toyota threesome here. As this is an all Toyota top 3. Kevin Wedge on the bottom. And he's got Carter Brown coming. He got a lot of momentum in that corner specifically here. And a bit of a dull race so far. Still providing some pretty good shows here. But Ryan Hill, your champion at this point, your current points leader, is trying to... Oh, man, you can't officially celebrate until Friday, buddy. You got to keep the car clean for the pictures. Ryan Hill now moving into 5th place. He's been in 5th place, but right now he's just trying to keep it. He did not have a very good second half of the season, and I guess this is kind of the Kyle Larson effect for that number 20 car. Came off of a 5-win season last year. Keep in mind, we raced about 15 races last year, or 12, actually either 12 or 15 races, I can't remember. But he's only won 3 races this year. That was Old Spice, I think it was Old Spice, another track, I forgot which one, and White Mountain. He has not won, he's not won the same amount. He's just a couple of races off, but right now he's still put together a championship season. It's just that he hasn't won as many races as I expected him to be completely honest. We are coming to the 40 to go mark when Tavon Taylor crosses the line next time by. Here onto the back straightaway. I don't know when the halfway mark is. I'm probably going to say like lap 31 or something. I wonder when pit stops are going to come up. We got side-by-side battle here. Nicholas Uffman and Miranda Nagayan side-by-side going through turn 4. Oh, got one into the wall. That's Jake Wild as he tries to get out of the way of Sheldon Gatineau, the Canadian driver, not putting up with anything. The Canadians have a bit of a stereotype of being polite, but I don't think that number 60 car is going to be polite to these lap cars. And Jesus Gonzalez, a spicy little burrito right there on the inside. He hits the wall, and that's going to take Darren Claw out of it here. They will get a little bit loose there coming off the corner. Jesus Gonzalez tried to make a move on Sheldon Gatineau, went a little too far on the inside and ended up costing him. But here comes Pasang Chetri. We got one around to 96. Oh, Paul Wilson, he'll take out Daniel Van Heuvel. Caution is out here in Greenville. What a crash. Kyle Diaz now having problems after the yellow, and Daniel Van Heuvel is toast. Keeping it on 4,200 here in second gear. He's going to have to get it. He's going to get, no, he is out of the race. You can thank the 96 for that. I knew that a lap car would cause this wreck, and I was right. Sheldon Gatineau now has to be stuck behind Morgan Starr for a little bit, and these lap cars causing issues here in the Food Lion 200. Byron Martin, number 2 car. Yeah, he's probably going to be out of a ride after. I wouldn't be surprised if he is out of a ride at the end of the season. He is just sorely only half of the Tift racing cars are doing good. It's actually the rookies that are lighting the team on fire. That is actually Josiah Smith and Julian Boone right there, who we are focusing on at the moment. Those 2 drivers have been the only ones that have really done anything. So let's take a look at what brings out our first caution of the day. I'm still in online mode here, mentally, so I think the 96 is out of the race. So Paul Wilson, Paul Wilson in his 3rd start is out of this race. Let's take a look at what brought out our first yellow here. He's right there battling with his teammate Morgan Starr, so we can already tell who's the better of the Range Racing Chevys. And Sheldon Gatineau, I knew it. I knew he would do it eventually, and Daniel Van Heuvel didn't have enough sense to move down to the bottom, almost took out Matt Holland. That 06 car has been the better of those reject cars. He's actually been doing extremely well in that 06 car. Talk about outdriving your equipment. But let's go on board here with Sheldon Gatineau, who clearly had enough of the lap cars. I don't think Sheldon did that to take out Daniel Van Heuvel, but certainly had some unintended consequences there. Let's go on board with Daniel Van Heuvel. I don't know how that took him out of the race, but Daniel Van Heuvel and Paul Wilson are out of the race here. Daniel Van Heuvel was fighting for 10th in the standings. Doesn't look like he's going to get that here. Not unless the guy in 10th wrecks out of this one. So we will fire back around here. Pace car will be going in this time by here, or next time by. We got a sign down in pit road 2 to sign. I think that's just them being out of the race, but thinking about making pit signs for Season 3. If you would like to see that, let me know. Of course, if I got a very interesting comment the other day, or sorry, not the other day, a couple of years ago, when I did offline series back in 2020, 2021, 2020, that not even Drive-Thru does pit signs in his sim series, so really not any point of doing that here. So I guess it's just extra busy work, I guess. But If you want to see pit signs, let me know. Coming into the restart zone, green flag back in the air here in Greenville. The lap cars on the inside, a bit of a bad restart. Tavon Taylor and Paul Rivera will be out of the fire immediately. Carter Brown stuck behind the 0-0 of Jake Wild, and this will give Kevin Wedge an opportunity to pull away if he could get a good turn in here. At the halfway mark, Tavon Taylor will get the 5 bonus points. The 5 bonus points for starting on pole as well. However, he is just, oh my God, 1/1000th off from getting the fastest lap of the race. Right now, Ryan Hill has the fastest lap, and he's battling for 4th. I guess maybe he deserves it. 30 laps to go here in Greenville-Pickens. And this has just been an absolutely fantastic race here with a yellow thrown in. It has made things a lot more interesting. Ryan Hill trying to make this an all-Toyota top 4. Really not much of a chance of there being an all-Toyota top 5 because Carter Brown, Nicholas Offelman, Josiah Smith, those guys are Fords or Chevys. The only closest Toyota to Ryan Hill right now would be Miranda Nagainen, and right now she is not doing well. So Toyota's supremacy isn't quite there yet, but we do have an all-Toyota top 3 right now, all-Toyota podium as it stands. Tavon Taylor, the young rookie out of Arab, Alabama, looking for his 2nd career win. Both of which would probably be coming at a short track. His first win came at Nashville Fairgrounds, not far from here. So Tavon Taylor is just a road course ringer, and we got a yellow. I don't see any smoke. I see lights, but I don't see smoke. Oh, Jake Wild's torn up. So let's see what happened to Jake Wild here. Let's see what happened to Jakey boy. Uh-oh. More leaders tired of the lap cars. Oh, Tracy Bennett, the winner in Chicagoland, caught up in it. His teammate, Ryan Apt, also involved. Oh, that's a horrible one. Lap cars just been causing a lot of problems today for these guys. Man, right up again. And this track does not have safer barriers, so I bet that hurt. Let's take a look here from a different angle. What a chaotic race, bro. So let's see what happened here. Oh man, Tracy Bennett just kind of caused that. I think he got a little. I don't think he did that on purpose. I think he just got a little too. I actually got too tight going into the corner. Let's go on board with Ryan Apt. Yeah, Ryan's going to feel the effects of this one. Let's go on board with Chicagoland winner Tracy Bennett. Yeah, I bet Tracy Bennett was kind of rattled around in that one. Feel kind of bad for him, honestly. Well, we do have someone with damage. Kyle Diaz has some right side damage, so we won't see much out of the Joe Gibbs Racing driver. Lights are off the pace car, so we'll be restarting with 22 laps to go. And here comes your lap cars. The 47 has had a little bit of a lobotomy. The 47's got his hood taken off there. So far, the only ones out of the race are are Daniel Van Hewley and Paul Wilson. Those are your only drivers in the garage today. Your top 5, Tavon Taylor, Paul Rivera, Kevin Wedge, Carter Brown, and Ryan Hill. Green flag back of the air here in Greenville-Pickens. 21 to go. We've only been live for 27 minutes, not counting the intro here. So we've been racing for 25 minutes according to the stream here, or according to this thing. So, of course, you gotta do that. You gotta subtract a minute as well for the race start procedure. So we've been racing for 24 minutes. Morgan Starr holding up the field here, as well as Jake Wild. Ryan Apt is not really too much of a nuisance here. He's trying to stay on the high side. We got to remember, we also got Sheldon Gatineau and Pasong Chetri, the two foreign drivers on the top side here, trying to get some positions here too. Darren Claw had an overpowered car last season. Now he's just been kind of mid this season. He does have a win, though. He does have a win, I do believe. But Miranda Nagaya has been carrying that. Well, no, she's not the one that's been carrying. Alex McCumber has been the one carrying the team so far. But Darren Claw does have a win, though. He won at Kentucky. Do you remember that? He won at Kentucky. Stole a win from his teammate. 18 to go here so far, or sorry, 19 to go here in this race. Battle for the lead, nothing too interesting, but Paul Rivera is trying to hunt down his second win. Both drivers here, both of these JGR drivers, trying to hunt down their second win of the season. Kevin Wedge trying to hunt down his second win as well. I just thought that. Carter Brown looking for his first win of his career, and Ryan Hill looking for his fourth win of the season, trying to match his win total from last season with 5 wins on the season last year. Right now, he's sitting pretty with about 8 career wins. He's looking for win number 9 here. Uh-oh. Well, it's a little bit single file here throughout the course of the track. We are just about coming to about 10 laps to go within the next 4 or 5 laps. So do expect a little bit of a battle shape up. Right now we have about 15 laps to go as it stands when they cross the line. Lap number 49 starting here in Greenville. This is about the expected time for a caution. However, that being said, we've already had 2 of those today. So let's see if we can get another one in. Let's go on board Kyle Diaz. Under the lights here in Greenville-Pickens Speedway. The more spread out these guys get, the more I wonder why Slapshoes wants this track to stay. Anyway, we do have a battle for position, though. This is the battle for 6th place. This is Josiah Smith and Nicholas Uffelman. Miranda Nagayan is still hanging back, and we might get a side-by-side battle here very shortly. It's very difficult to pass at Greenville-Pickens, but right now, these drivers are trying to make it work the best they can. Nicholas Uffelman defending, and Josiah Smith's going to have to try some other avenues. He can't go to the top side, though. This is a one-groove racetrack here. He cannot go anywhere other than where he's at right now. We got one in pit road. It is Byron Martin. He is the only one in the pits so far. I think he's got mechanical problems. Although I do have fuel usage at 2 times here, so I don't know. We should be seeing pit stops here soon. 63 laps in this race. About 11 to go. And right now, Tavon Taylor is your current race leader. Looking for his second win. He has led every single lap today. Check in on your Xfinity fastest lap, and it is still Ryan Hill with the fastest lap. So that's 5 bonus points. He's trying to get the trifecta here. Or sorry, he's trying to get the... Well, no, that's not what it's called. I'm sorry. Well, he's trying to get all 20 bonus points here, but as long as Ryan Hill is in this race, unless the 18 can put a little bit of rocket fuel in his car, he's probably not going to get all bonus points. However, he has he's sealed the most laps led. He has led 55 laps up to this point. He has led every single lap. We have about 8 laps to go. He's going to get the most laps led, no doubt. He's led halfway, and he started on pole. but he does not have the fastest lap right now. I was expecting him to turn the fastest lap, and immediately the game would make me eat my words, but I guess we're wrong on that one. So that number 20 car is oh, he's into the wall. Oh no. Here comes Paul Rivera. Oh no. Oh, I do not like this one. Please, Lord. Oh, the 19's being held up on the inside, but the outside's not exactly the best place to be. The 47 will hold up the 19. This is going to be another major battle for the lead here. 19 on the inside wall. He'll get a little bit loose there. This is some stuff you'd expect to see on Flow Racing or something. We got some smoke, though. I'm kind of scared. Do we have one in pit road? Ryan Apt holding up that 19, but Jake Wild also holding up a couple people here. And the 19 car is going to clear Carter Brown into second place. And we have 5 laps to go here in Greenville-Pickens. Kevin Wedge on the bottom looking for his second career win. This is going to be a good one. And he'll shove the 19 out of the way. The 72 looking for his first non-super speedway win. 4 laps to go here in Greenville-Pickens. If they wreck now, it's over. He needs a caution, and he's into the lead. Carter Brown behind him now. And Carter Brown's got an excellent run off the back straightaway. This guy looking for his first career win. Ryan Hill almost wrecks him out there on the corner. 3 to go. There's enough time. He's got more than enough time to work with here. They just need another lap car to show up. Kevin Wedge in the lead now. He's got a worse car than Carter Brown, but I think he might hold on. 2 to go here in Greenville-Pickens when they cross the line. About a mile to go here in this race. Greenville-Pickens Speedway putting on one heck of a show. Coming off of turn number 4 for the penultimate time. 1 lap to go, presented by Budweiser. White flag in the air. Carter Brown in second place. Ryan Hill looking for second. Kevin Wedge won the first race of the season at Daytona. It was his first win in his first race. Darren Claw was the first driver to do so, obviously. But coming off of turn number 4, he won at Daytona. He'll win at a short track. Kevin Wedge wins at Greenville-Pickens Speedway. Another unexpected winner here in the Budweiser All-Star Series. He's done it twice this season, getting wins where he is not supposed to, and that will really help him out in the point standings. Ryan Hill will steal your fastest lap, but unfortunately Tavon Taylor, the only solace we can give him is he'll probably get points equivalent to 195, 90, 85... plus 20 is 105. So he'll get the equivalent of winning the race plus getting bonus points for pole or whatever. The equivalent of that. But heartbreaker for Tavon Taylor. And another heartbreaker for Carter Brown. He came so close to winning his first career race. He just unfortunately could not get it done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at your finishing order brought to you by Budweiser. Kevin Wedge gets his second career win and his second win of the season. Carter Brown came so close, but another top 3 for that number 21 team. That Wood Brothers Ford is getting better and better and better and better the more they race. Ryan Hill getting another top 3. Tavon Taylor, a heartbreaker, but he still comes home in 4th place. Paul Rivera will round out the top 5. And this means that 4 out of the 5 top 5 finishers are Toyotas. Good freaking Lord. Nicholas Altman, Josiah Smith, Miranda Nagayan, Jesus Gonzalez finishing 9th. That's surprising. Darren Claw will get the top 10. Brian Cox, Kyle Diaz, after starting at the back, will get himself a top 15. Pascal Daly in 13th. Garrett Rains, Sheldon Gatno, Tracy Bennett, Drew Foster, Alex McCumber, Julian Boone, Pasong Chetri, Chase Sawyer, and Matt Holland will round out the rest of your field. Matt Holland finishing on the lead lap. Good for him. Ryan Apt and Morgan Starr and Jake Wild will finish 2 laps down. Byron Martin finishes 13 laps down. Unfortunately, Daniel Van Heuvel and Paul Wilson did not finish this race. They were caught up in that wreck that brought out our first caution of the day. Very chaotic day here in Greenville-Pickens, but we got one more race to go. Join us on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern as the Budweiser All-Star Series will hit the track one final time for Season 2. That will be held at the beloved North Wilkesboro Speedway for the Budweiser All-Star Series finale. I'd like to thank everybody for watching the Budweiser All-Star Series on Prodigy Racing Network. This is your head commentator, Nicholas Koskinen. Kevin Wedge will win at Greenville-Pickens Speedway.